Right. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. Really glad to have you here. Today's webinar topic is on preparing for ransomware and incident response. And as a lot of you might already be aware, this is the sixth webinar of a 12-part series, which we have been hosting every Saturday. So we are halfway through our series. And just a bit of a disclaimer before we go into the webinar is in case you have missed the previous five webinars and you want to sort of get a recap on them, we do have recordings available for them, which you can access via links which were already shared in the WhatsApp community, which you have been a part of. If not, we'll be sharing it once again towards the end of this webinar, and you can access the older ones. Uh, but before we dive right into today's topic, I'll give a brief intro on today's speaker. Once again, a lot of you might already be very familiar with him as you have been attending this series. So today's speaker is Dr. Mohammad Ibrahim. And just to say a little bit about him, he is the co-founder and CEO of CyberHeals as well as the cybersecurity mentor. He's someone who comes with over 25 years of experience as a senior cybersecurity consultant, having specialized in networking, firewalls, cybersecurity, virtualization, and cloud technologies. He's also successfully delivered a lot of solutions for international clients across the globe, uh, more prominently in the Middle East and in Kuwait for the last 15 years, right? And in addition to his cybersecurity expertise, he's also been someone who's been really passionate about teaching and imparting his knowledge on to the younger generation and professionals who are also looking to break into the cybersecurity space, which is why he had founded his academy called EB Cybersecurity Mentor, where he has helped over tens of thousands of students who are breaking into the cybersecurity space and also professionals who wanted to pivot into the cybersecurity space. And over his 25 years of working, he's also got various accredited certifications along the way. And just to give a little bit about his experience, just to give a little bit about his experience, he has worked at, uh, yeah, okay. He has served in various sectors such as the oil sector, telecom sector, banking sector, and he's had a lot of vendors for whom he served across the globe, which just goes to show for his experience. And on top of that, he's also been invited and has also participated in quite a lot of events across the globe. Some of the notable ones happen to be in UAE, such as GITEX and Intersec. And in Malaysia, he's also participated in CyberSec Malaysia 2024, as well as a GRC workshop at Cyber TSA. And he's also participated in a workshop organized by KGOC in Kuwait. And to also talk a little bit about the company which he had co-founded, which was CyberHeals. CyberHeals is a full sector spectrum cybersecurity partner where we deliver end-to-end protection, compliance, and resilience for organizations across the globe. So far we have served over 100 clients where these clients have been spread across the globe in various countries. And to also speak a little bit about our security portfolio and what is it that we do offer them. We offer a variety of services and products, some of the notable ones being security audits and assessment, custom threat solutions, incidents response, and business continuity. This is something which we would be obviously diving into today's topic. And in addition to that, we also offer compliance and risk governance through our product called Trusta. So without further ado, what I would do is before actually I call on Dr. Ibrahim to take over the floor, I think yeah, I think someone was unmuted, but no worries. So before I call him on, I still see a lot of people still joining in. So if we can bear with us for a couple more minutes, we'll just remind them in the group once more. And in the meantime, if you have any of your friends or colleagues who may have missed the time for the webinar, you might just remind them. We'll wait for a couple more minutes before we can start, right? Okay. Mm. Yes, Taslima, I know you said there's no sound, but just to, in case you might have missed it, we are just waiting for a couple more minutes since there are still a few people who are in the waiting room. Just so that they don't miss out on the starting of the webinar, I just wanted to ensure that we can get in as many people as we can. So thank you for your patience.
Hello, everyone. Hamza?
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. So Hamza, can we start?
Yes, doctor. I've already given the intro. We were just
Yeah.
waiting for a few more people to join in. I've sent a couple reminders in the group as well.
Okay,
You
very
you
good.
can take it up from here onwards.
Okay, thank you. I think just I want to wait, just to check everything is okay. Then we can start, inshallah.
Sure.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I think hope you all having a very nice weekend. And this is something very important topic. I can see a lot of people have joined this session compared to previous sessions. Is it not, Hamza? People,
Yes.
yeah? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, okay. Thank you for, I think it's very good. So let me ask you one question. How many of you, there are two, three questions I want to ask. How many of you working in cybersecurity? Type yes or no. Cybersecurity, type cybersecurity. Second question, how many of you have been attacked or somebody has been attacked by ransomware? Type in the chat box. Yeah, I'll give 30 seconds, please type it. And third one, what is ransomware? This is a question for you. Please, first one, are you working in cybersecurity? Second one, have you faced anybody has been attacked by ransomware? Third one, what is ransomware? Only one sentence you have to type. Please do that. I'll give 30 seconds before we get inside. Great. Malware encrypt data, not working ransomware attack, which is encrypted and demanding anything they need. BCA student, okay. Ransomware is a type of attack where hackers lock all files. Good. Instrumentation and control. Raj Kumar. Dhanushkodi, cybersecurity is new for you. Okay, no problem. One of your relative got attacked. Okay. Okay, good. What about others? Your relation is affected by ransomware. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. I think all of you are right. Ransomware is where it logs, encrypts. To decrypt, you have to pay the money. Yeah. So how do you pay? How do you pay if you are infected? You send to their bank account in US dollars or Indian or Malaysian ringgit. Can anyone type? How do the victims pay money? Yeah, they demand money. How do you pay? In what? US dollars or Indian money? They send you link what? Razor Pay, PayPal link, US dollar. Rajkumar, okay. Electronic money, yeah, it's all electronic, even US dollars. The correct answer is Bitcoins, am I right? Cryptocurrency. They don't ask you to do US dollar. US dollar, if you send it, you can ask the police to catch him. Is it not Rajakumaran? If you give a bank number, I can go and catch the thief. So they don't give you bank accounts. They give you Bitcoins, exactly. Cryptocurrency. They do everything under the table. Cyber criminal network. So that is why it's becoming difficult to track. You got the point? Cyber criminals, they don't ask you to pay directly. They use Bitcoin just. Okay. So thank you very much for joining this. I think let me get into the subject now. It's been a good time. So we will get directly into the session. You all have heard about WannaCry. Yes or no? WannaCry, ransomware. If not, go and search in the Google. When it happened, WannaCry happened, the hospitals were not functioning. Who were using Microsoft and others, they went into dark. Patient's appointment cancelled. Airport flights all halted, or they're not able to land. Almost business across 150 countries all were stopped. All because of single ransomware strain spreading faster than anyone could stop it. That is called WannaCry ransom. Ripple effect. So that is just to start our webinar. The impact it could create on normal people or normal persons' day-to-day life is much bigger than what we could have imagined. So please stay till the end. You're going to have some coupon code where you'll be rewarded for that. Let me ask you, how many of you are attending first time our webinar? Can you type in the chat box? First time. First. The Sudar Sajan first time. Abdul Nafi first time. What about others? First time. Rajkumar first time. Great. Please go ahead and use the chat box. Five, six. Usman, Sudarsana. Oh, Sudarna third time. It's okay. First time. Thank you for being continuously attending. Very good. So let us understand one thing. This webinar is targeted to help people learn what is happening in the cyber world. One point. Second one, if you are running a company, or if you are part of any company, or if your friends are doing, or relatives are doing business, you can get some benefit out of this webinar. Okay. So we are going to help you with some kind of a free auditing towards the end. So stay till the end and make use of that. So what is the agenda for today? Is all about ransomware, how it evolved. Then technology-driven ransomware ecosystem, how they are doing it. Third one is global impact. And what is the economic consequences? And then we have AT, advanced threat, and how do you protect from such kind of not only the problem and the impact, how you should be prepared. That's what we are going to talk about it. So evolution of ransomware, it is not something new, by the way. It was always there, but the name has been changed. Maybe the new name has come maybe in 2017, some 8 years back. But this is there for the last 36 years. Can you believe that? This is there for the last 36 years. The voice is okay? Yeah. So 1989, it started as a Trojan, then GP code, Achieve is a Trojan again, Reverton, CryptoLocker, 2017 we saw WannaCry. So is something new or old? Tell me. Probably it is as old as your age, or even before you were born, the virus were there, Trojans were there. Is it not? So AIDS Trojan, the first ransomware. It attacked the very first attack on healthcare industry. AIDS Trojan, but known as PC cyborg virus. Please note down, this is very, very important. We're talking about 1989. Wow, that's 35 years back. 36 years. Dr. Joseph Pop, evolutionary biologist, distributed. He is a biologist. He's working for healthcare. He sent 20,000 infected floppy disk, whose AIDS conference, World Health Organization's AIDS conference. So he did it. Floppy disk to infect. Promise AIDS risk assessment software, and then after 90 reboots, the Trojan encrypted file name call. What is the file name? File names, and demanded 189 payments to Panama. So this incident is as old as our age, or my mom age, or my dad age. Yes, 36 years. Payment, cashier check or PC corporation highlighting yearly monetization challenges. Previously, they don't have crypto. They asked to pay it, but it is keep increasing. Why it failed previously? Low reach, there is no internet. They have to use, what did he use? Can anyone tell? Did he send through social media, WhatsApp? What did he use? Floppy disk, exactly, floppy disk. Poor monetization, it's very difficult to pay money. Weak crypto, there was no cryptography. Low impact, business weren't yet fully dependent. There is no digital transformation. Everybody those days having a rack of files to store your data, patient information. Nobody was doing online payment. There is no Google Pay. There is no online payment. Still they were using, so low impact. So why it was not famous? Why it failed, the early ransomware? Because there was not much technology adoption. Do you all agree with that statement? Yes or no? Yes? Please be interactive. Type it. Hamza, you can share this picture in the group, ask them to join. So then
Sure.
internet turns ransomware into business. 2004, they had Windows targeting. 2006, RSA, asymmetric info. RSA is a company, am I right? Rollman's SFM algorithm, asymmetric encryption, my documents folder, mass distribution using email. Then they have used payment rails, digital automation. They use bot now, spam and exploit kits. (2010) till today, the last 1.5 decades, they use this as a business, professional criminal network. They sell it as a service, like software, as like you buy Zoom software or Office 365. You can go to cyber criminal network and tell them, I want to buy this ransomware. So what they do, you pay $1,000 or $100, they will build the ransom for the target and give the file to you. This is called ransomware as a service. And also they do as affiliate services. Somebody in the middleman, they buy the software and sell it to you and take commission. It doesn't have any knowledge about the software. Affiliate. So the more you sell, the better commission you get it. Do you do that for any of your multi-level marketing? Have you heard about multi-level marketing? You buy, you sell it to one, you get money, commissions. So they do ransomware like affiliate, like modern day malwares. Then can you mute everyone? 1 second. Got mute and mute upon entry, continue. And then, okay, fine. So the third one is extortion. Encrypt, steal, leak, and do the denial of service attack. The last objective is cost. They can scale into 1 into 100, maybe 1,000 using bots. And they're saying by 2031, 2025, we are there. By 2031, within 6 years, they're saying that they can earn $275. Is that right? Is that right? $275 or $1,000 or $2,025 million? No, they can take $275 billion. This is the industry. That means probably mine and yours are also included part of this. So that is a challenge for you. So you understood now what is ransomware. Is that right? How it evolved? Is it new or old? Type me. Is ransomware is new or old? New or old? Old. How old it is? 35 years old. Why it failed previously? Any reason? Why it failed previously? One reason? Because still business were not digitally transferred. There is no payment gateway. There is no encryption. The impact were less. No network, exactly. It was there, but very less. So now let us say technology-driven ransomware ecosystem. So you have initial access phishing, they do RDP exploits, unpatched vulnerability. Then they do AI-driven mapping, like reconnaissance. Then they move from one place to another place, living off the land tactics, credential theft. Then they take the data. Finally, they do encryption and negotiation. Yeah, rapid. All of them happens. That is very, very dangerous. All right? Very, very dangerous. So we need to understand it has evolved from normal programming, to a completely automated attack. Is that right? Everything is now automated. Everything is automated using AI. And triple extortion, beyond encryption, they have sophisticated cyber attack strategy. So they ask you to pay, and they also take your data, and also they do kind of blackmail you, right? Once they take you, say, okay, you stay, don't do anything. They will not say, okay, since I already have your data, if you don't give, I will expose you. Blackmailing. It's called coercion. Yeah, coercion. Primary, secondary, and tertiary. Launch DDoS attack on victim. Business check. So this is the criminal business model they have. Please pay attention. How does it work? There is a code developers. Okay, they create a small packet. Then they give it to the brokers. They give it to the brokers. Then the affiliate buy and sell it. Then it goes to money launderers for cryptocurrencies, and they have technical support. Yeah, lateral movement, sensitive data is taken, deployed, primary, secondary, and money laundering. So this is the business model they have. It's a completely commercial business model. Cyber criminal network is a 3 trillion business every year. Next to US and China, the third biggest market is cyber crime model. Cyber criminal network. Risk. Revenue, 70-80% successful. Ransom, developers 20-30, market dynamic, competition drives, innovation spaces. So all of them, they get money. If you pay $1,000 because of ransom, $700 go to promoters, marketing guys, affiliates. $300 go to developers. This is the network. It's a double-edged sword technology. They bring the data set, ransomware data set. We means AI-based systems can be used to stop, also create attack. Do you all agree? They will create the feature, vector generation, adversarial ransomware reconstruction, then the transformed file as a classifier. So they use AI for smart phishing, blockchain, quantum, but defensive use case they use for good purpose, but in criminal they use for the wrong purpose. They use for AI, blockchain, quantum, all of them to create ransomware at masses. So the financial reality is what? Average incident cost $5 million. It rose from 600%. Increased from 2019 to 2024. In 5 years, it increased almost 600%. 2.7 million beyond ransomware. Downtime cost is $53,000 per hour. So it started from million, billion, 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 saying 265. So now this is the cost, almost $50 billion is the global ransomware damage costs. Business, customers, or device every 2 seconds up to every 11 seconds in 2021. So who is the most impacted sector? So who will they target? Any guess? The first target will be Can anyone type? Who is my primary target in ransomware? Traders, governments. I would say financial sector, where the money is there, banks, fintech, because they have to pay immediately. Banks, am I right? That is the first target. Banks. Then health sector, exactly. Then supply chain. Supply chain means your distribution, delivery system, online payment, AWS, Amazon Web Services, accounts. Is it something new? Do you have a reference case studies? Yes, we have a reference case study. Of course, we have a reference case study. It's not something new. Colonial pipeline in US, from Houston to Linden, it was attacked. 45% of East Coast fuel supplies was cut down. So now you can see ransomware, you cannot say ransomware nothing to do with your oil and gas, energy, airport, health system. No, it's related. Cybersecurity is related to those because it completely stopped the fuel supply. They have to pay 4.4 million Bitcoin. They partially recovered by the FBI, but they paid it. 4.4 million Bitcoin. Okay. So because there is no MFA, all those reasons I don't want to go, but it happened. That's what we need to know. Healthcare, ransomware, other attacks, healthcare, hospitals. So digital, everybody is going with digital patient, am I right? Remote patient assistance, high volume data. So over 1/3 of healthcare institutions experience RASA. This is the survey. How much? 1/3 of we have 1,000, almost 333 hospitals experience a ransomware attack. It's a huge. Yeah. So WannaCry, we know that 150 countries, 92 million in cost, 19,000 cancer appointment. WannaCry. So sectorial vulnerability analysis, which sector is most vulnerable? I'll take another 10 minutes and wind up. Most vulnerable, healthcare. Yeah. 10 million, manufacturing 4 million, financial 5 million, education is 3 million. So somebody said correctly, healthcare is most impact. Second is manufacturing, third is financial, fourth is education sectors. So how do they do with advanced threat analysis? They use social engineering. Last session we talked about it. Personalized targeting, deep fake like voice call, video call, talking to you as if it's coming from your boss. Language, you have LLM and you have like 11 labs to dub your voice. Autonomous attack, self-learning malware, that is more dangerous. It learns by itself and then create and destroys by itself. Self-learning malware. The initial challenge was encryption and decryption, but now with quantum computing, the cryptographic crisis is getting solved. Immediate quantum risk breaks RSA, right? Criminal collecting encrypted data for future quantum decryption. Infrastructure like vulnerability, banking, healthcare, government, all of them at risk. So these are the challenges which anyone would face as we are getting into quantum computing, real-time decryption, supply chain infiltration, nationwide state capabilities, because they are using AI quantum computing for such kind of attack. So ransomware is a service we already saw, right? Ransomware is a service. Subscription model, you can pay $40 per month and get all the codes to attack someone. Medusa ransomware, another case study. 300 plus victims across critical sector globally. Encryption, data leak threats, DDoS. How they fell victim? They purchased credentials from broker. They exploited the weak RDP, remote, data. RDP is a protocol in Microsoft, remote desktop. Victims hit the secondary ransomware. So this is another one, mid-USA ransomware. So now we are coming how we can protect. I think most of the things we know, but I'll quickly summarize. How can we protect? Any idea? Guess? What do you think? What are the things you can do to protect from ransomware? Please go ahead. Let me get into it. Most of you are right. Access product encryption, strong, attentive, antivirus, multi-factor authentication, awareness, encryption, MFA. The most important thing you all forget is to have a proper backup, encrypted backup. Do you all agree? Because once you encrypt, you need to restore. So you need to have a backup business continuity plan. Is that right? Because they will find a way to encrypt the data, but you need to have a backup in a different site. Again, that should be encrypted with a different key. That is the most important. Most of the time when we go and approach customer, they say we have been attacked. So how can we help you? We ask them, okay, do you have a backup? No backup. Well, okay, they have a backup, but even backup got encrypted. Where was the backup? It is in the same data center. Is it stored cold backup or hot? It's hot backup. There's no cold. Means don't have it in the separate site. So all of them we need to learn. Yeah. So we need to follow the framework called NIST: identify, protect, detect, respond, recover, and govern. So the 6 process you need to, cybersecurity framework you need to follow. Very, very important. And then implement zero trust architecture, continuous verification, least privilege, micro segmentation, assumed breach mentality, very, very important. Then advanced like ADR, XDR. and UBA, behavior-based analytics. We already covered this in the last session. And create an incident response plan. You need to assume there is a fire. You cannot say fire will be stopped. Yeah, you have fire, arrestor, you know how to protect everything. Still, there is a fire accident. So you need to know how to respond if there is a accident. It's called incident response business continuity. Decision matrix. Who will do what? Legal consideration. Who is going to do incident commander, technical lead, legal, communication manager, business operation. You need to have skills. Recovery, 3-2-1-1 backup, 3 copies of data across different system, 2 different media, disk, tape, cloud, 1 offsite backup, different location. If it is India, another one in Middle East, 1 immutable copy using blockchain. So this is called backup strategy. Yeah, I have a backup, same site, sorry. I have a backup, not encrypted, sorry. You have to have 3-2-1-1 backup strategy. 1 original data, 2 backup copy, 3 data copy, 1 media type, 2 media, 1 offsite copy. It means the site cannot be reached because not having any internet. So always have life safety system, recovery, revenue generating, third one supporting, fourth is development testing. Split those environment. Does it make sense for you now? Is this a proper strategy? Do you all agree? Recovery and restoration. Please type. Then implementation. How do you want to implement? We cannot do immediately. You need to have foundation building. 1 to 3 months. Assess. Prepare a plan. Create a system KPIs. Then create capabilities like XDR, zero trust, quantum safe preparation, blockchain, advanced threat handling. Create a maturity model, tabletop exercise, create drills, business continuity exercise. Say today we are going to have DR exercise. Then create how you are going to respond to that. Advance. Then optimize in 10-12. Based on the data, optimize, secure culture, executive engagement, continuous improvement, industry leadership. Very, very important. So create something called 9 tips to reduce ransomware. Immediate action items. What are they? Risk assessment. Do the risk assessment. Engage executive board for investment. Launch ransomware specific training. Test backup recovery monthly. You have to do that, whether the backup is working or not. Run quarterly incident response drills. Can you take this screenshot? This address all your problem. If you have this, I think you are prepared for it. 90% prepared. Okay. With that, I would like to thank and end this session. Thank you for that joining this session. I think I'll leave now the session to our team to talk about how CyberHeal can help and how we have helped customers who have been attacked by ransomware. That's what we are going to share. Thank you very much. Hope you all enjoyed. I would like to learn from you. Can you leave your feedback in the LinkedIn? Hamza, can you share the LinkedIn, link so they can go and share? How much of knowledge you have gained using this, webinar today? Can you type out of 1 to 10? How do you rate? 7, 8, 9, 10? Do you have an incident plan? Do you have a business continuity plan? What is the 3-2-1-1 model? Is that right? It was very useful to you or not? NIST, framework. Did you learn that ransomware is something new? It was there 35 years back. These are the key takeaways. Can you all type this message in the LinkedIn? Hamza, can you just share the LinkedIn? Let them take 1 minute break and go and type in the LinkedIn. Hamza,
Sure.
share the link. We'll give 2 minutes. Go and comment those things in the LinkedIn before we get into the, our product and how we can help you if you, in case we get into ransomware. Okay. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next session next week. Please teach this to someone else because you can help someone from such attack. Okay, thank you very much. Please, you can continue, Hamza. I'll make a leave. Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes, I'll take it from you. Thank you, Doctor. Okay. Yes, everyone, I've just dropped down the LinkedIn post where it would be great if you could just go under that and share your feedback. Uh, yes, Usman, I've just shared it in the chat. I'll give you guys like a minute or two just to drop your feedback before we then dive into what are modules and what Cyber Heals exactly offers and how we help companies tackle such incidents and ransomware occurrences. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes and then we'll get back to the session. All right. I'll just share my screen. You guys can let me know if it's visible or not. Give me a second. Yes, I hope my screen is visible. Yeah, Sayed, can you confirm if it's visible or not? I've just shared it. All right, Akhtar is acknowledged. Okay, thank you. So I hope all of you had learned a lot. Like I heard, as I noticed in the chat, there were quite a few people who said that they're already in the field of cybersecurity. There was a decent number of people who said that they aren't. So I hope for both sides, I hope all of you have definitely walked away with the session learning a lot on the various ways people fall victim to ransomware, and at the same time, how you can tackle such an instance where, in an unfortunate instance where your company or your data falls victim to ransomware, right? And then now coming into our unified solution, so CyberHeal, we have our own flagship product called Truster. And as I had during the very beginning of the webinar, I had given like a brief introduction about the various modules that we have within our tool and how we support various aspects of security and help you secure your ecosystem. So to dive into them one by one, I'll just move on to the next slide. One second. Yeah. So these are some of the modules we have: attack surface management, pen test as a service, governance, risk and compliance, cloud security management, and digital risk protection. So to briefly just go over them, I'll also give you like an overview of how the actual tool looks like. So you'll get a even more clearer picture. But so if I had to go one by one, governance, risk, and compliance is very straightforward. We basically help companies abide towards the security compliance frameworks that they have to comply with, depending on the region in which they are in. So to give a very quick example, a lot of the healthcare industries, specifically based in the United States of America, they have to abide by this particular framework called HIPAA, which is a health security framework which all healthcare companies or hospitals within the US have to abide by, or anyone who basically deals with any patient health data. It's basically a framework that allows them to secure their patients' data and all their patient health information. And we basically help companies abide by those rules and ensure all those frameworks and security policies are in place. And then on the other side, we also have attack surface management. So here we run, I would say, scheduled scans on like a monthly basis or a bi-monthly basis into certain URLs of yours and do an external scan to see if there have been any attack vectors that we could have identified to prevent them from doing any potential further damage. And then similarly, we also have a pen test as a service module where you can similarly do repetitive scans on like a monthly or a bi-monthly basis to basically scan and understand if anything has been exposed, or if any vulnerabilities are there, it identifies that and then flags them right away so you can rectify them before a potential before you potentially suffer a cyber attack, or even worse, a ransomware, right? And similarly, on the cloud level, we have a module to do the same on the cloud level, which is our cloud security posture management module, where you can assess any of the cloud platforms which your company might be working on, whether it might be AWS, Azure, or even GCP. It constantly scans your cloud server to ensure there are no vulnerabilities where you might potentially be exposing data, which could then leave a backway gate for someone to enter and potentially misuse the data, or even cause further damage. And then finally, digital risk protection is the module where it has access to the dark web through various Telegram groups, and is constantly scanning the dark web to identify which, if at all, there are any credentials of yours or anyone within your companies which may have been exposed onto the dark web. And simultaneously, it also scans for any potential threats to your brand. So if I have to give a very simple example, what I would do is I'll actually just uh, share the module so you'll get an even clearer idea. Yeah. Okay. So this is like a quick overview of the tool. And this one which I was specifically talking about was the brand threat intelligence and digital risk protection. So over here, let me just open one of the older scans which we have done. Yeah. So it basically would identify any domains or any IP addresses, anything that could have been potentially exposed onto the dark web. It identifies it rates them by risk. So if it's any of them are critical, if any of them are medium, low, so accordingly you can prioritize them and try to rectify them. And yeah, just moving over to brand threat intelligence. Mhm. Apologies, there seems to be some issue with the demo data that we were trying to load over here. But ideally, in any scenario, what would happen with brand threat is you have a lot of impersonators out there who would try to replicate. So, for example, if our company's name is Cyberheels and we have our website, which is called cyberheels.com, then the impersonators out there would try to send phishing emails with the email domain, which would be something along the lines of cyberheal.com or cyberheels with two s's.com. And someone who is not very attentive or is not paying a lot of attention to detail can very easily fall victim to such instances. And a lot of people who also are not, let's say, very cautious in terms of the passwords that they set. They set very generic and repeat these passwords a lot. They aren't using strong password managers and even strong passwords. There's a lot of potential for their credentials to get exposed onto the dark web and then someone to misuse them. And this is basically like the first steps that then I don't know how many of you have heard of the snowball effect, but they eventually pile down into something as big as a ransomware. And before you know it, someone's already hacked into your system, gained access to everything. They've changed the passwords and encrypted everything, preventing you from accessing it. So our tool over here basically helps you scan those things, identify them, and then rectify them before such an attack happens. And I had also noticed there were a couple of people who had mentioned that they had gone through such attacks. While I would like to, further investigate and help you reach like a solution of how you can resolve those things, I don't think the platform right here would be the best place to do that. So you can definitely reach out to me over WhatsApp. You can directly message me, and we can connect you with a group of experts at our company, and then you can perhaps explore with them, and they'll suggest you the right ways to go about and remediate the incident that you have faced at the moment, right? So, and yeah, to quickly wrap it up, uh, as Dr. Ibrahim had mentioned at the very beginning of the webinar, or even towards the end, as an initiative, we want to help everyone secure their systems. We are offering a free pen test for one application at your respective companies or organizations. So I am aware that there are a lot of students as well as working professionals. So for the working professionals, if there's any, if you're a cybersecurity person or like a decision maker or a signatory position in your company, please definitely uh, consider this. You can have any one application which you want to perform a free pen test. You could perform the test and we'll give you the results and we'll tell you if at all there are any vulnerabilities. We'll also guide you on how to remediate them. And as far as the students are concerned, while yes, there isn't an application directly which you might be scanning, but if at all your university has an application of their own and that's something that does require, you can definitely speak with your respective professors or the IT administrators within your university and get their approval to perform such an activity. We'll be more than glad to perform the free pen test for them as well. So to just give a quick walkthrough, for those of you who aren't familiar, this link I'll share this in the chat over here, as well as it will be shared one-to-one to all of you. Uh, Very simple. You fill out your name, your work email, mention what your company name is. Uh, select the number of targets, which will be one for this free pen test, and the free coupon code, which I'll share it in the chat once more, is ch-webinar-1app-2025. Okay, no spaces, all caps. You just enter the coupon code over here and automatically the discount will be applied, free of cost, nothing. And you just enter your phone number so we can also reach out to you. So yeah, everyone, that is pretty much it. I won't keep you here longer. I think it's already been an hour. So if at all anyone has any questions that you want to ask, we can take them up. If not, we can then wind up this webinar and yeah, definitely will love to see all of you next week as well. So, thank you. We'll hold for a couple minutes. I guess if no one has any questions, we can then wind up the meeting. Anyone, show of hands? I appreciate it, Jafar. Your feedback is really appreciated. Thank you. All right, looks like that is all. If anyone feels a little bit shy for whatever reason and doesn't want to ask any questions over here, you can reach out to me one-to-one. My number's on WhatsApp. You can reach out to me personally and we can answer your questions, definitely. I appreciate it, Habib. Yeah, hope to see you next week. All right, everyone. Okay, we do have someone, Loge Haran. Yes, Loge Haran. Go ahead.
So, I have a question. This this recording will add LMS or how so? This recording?
No, we will share this recording. So in this webinar, as well as the previous five, and also going forward for the rest of the webinars, once the webinar is done, by
Uh,
the end of the day, you will be able to access the recording, right?
because I
So
because I entered the webinar after 10 minutes, 10 minutes or 6 minutes because delay because I think the past is I left in
yeah,
front
no
because
issues, no issues. The full webinar recording will be available, not to
oh
worry.
okay okay
We'll definitely, so by the end of the day, I'll share a link in the group and also one-to-one to all of you who had participated here. You
okay
can go out there and
okay.
fill out the form and get access to the recording.
So
Not to
I have
worry.
a
Yeah.
I have a question. Just now the sir will just tell the like cool backup and soft backup is what's different.
I didn't quite get you. Could you repeat?
So the just now the sir tell me the regarding of the cool backup, and the soft backup. That's what the different.
Okay, okay. Uh, well,
Just
actually, I'm really sorry. I'm
uh
probably not the most equipped person to answer that technical
okay
question. I really
uh,
apologize.
okay yeah
Yeah, yeah.
because just now I text
Okay,
in the
server and local backup. Okay,
uh,
okay. So Leela is okay. Thank you for pointing that out, Leela. So server backup is nothing but you would be backing up something most likely in a cloud or something along those lines, and a local backup would be in your, for example, your local system, in the sense that there is something like a hard drive, like Leela has pointed out.
Okay, okay.
If you remember the strategy which Dr. Ibrahim had pointed out, the 3211 strategy, it's always good to spread across your backup across different mediums, have
Yeah, yeah,
a,
yeah. Yeah,
backup in a, a
yeah.
hard disk or a hard drive, and then have one in the cloud, and then have one in an offshore server as well.
Yeah, because that one I know because suddenly sir tell me the cool backup, because cool backup I never listen up any this one. That's why the new words. That's why I just wondering to ask lah what the meaning of
Okay,
cool.
okay. No
Okay,
issues, no issues. Like, I
okay,
appreciate the question. Yeah.
okay. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Leela. Also,
Okay, if we have no more questions, I'll just wait for like a couple more seconds, like a few more seconds. If we don't have any more questions, then we can wind up for today.
so for today I have a class right for the defensive today night. Got right.
Uh, are you asking me about the recording?
No, the class today for the defensive. Defensive
Uh,
have a class, right? Also the recording for the I think Friday, I think Thursday also never get the recording for the Thursday also, and today the class.
okay, okay. I mean, if they have been other classes, then I'm not sure. I think those are being conducted by a separate team.
No,
Uh,
okay, because the recording for the past one, I think the Thursday they never
Okay, I'll check with my team. There might have
ask
been
lah.
some issue, so I think the reason for that might be since yesterday was a holiday locally
Oh,
here in India,
oh,
so maybe
yeah,
that's
okay.
might be the reason why that might not have been uploaded. No issues.
Oh,
I'll check
oh,
with them and see to it that it's the recording's uploaded. Sorry
oh,
about that.
okay.
Yeah.
Because they asked today I have a class or not. Today,
Okay. Okay. I'll check with them, and you can reach out to me one to one. I'll check with them, and I'll give you an update on that. Yeah.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. So,
Okay.
so another one also, in the recording, some is recording, so sometimes I think the is when I recording, I will see back sometimes they're very loading. There is a internet problem or the drive problem or space space.
Uh, no, there shouldn't be any issue with the recording as such. We
But
haven't faced that issue with any of our past recordings, and no one has raised any of such issues.
because I think the first one recording I check when I see I think few minutes okay. After that I think I think 10 minutes or 20 minutes they have buffering or something where hang. After that okay, but just I want to ask the line issue because normally when the class time is okay and then the recording time is only buffering. I think the
Okay.
sometimes that's why the line problem also sometimes we can check in the class time also they have issue means we can see, but the recording time only they have buffering the very loading. Just just want to ask lah. That's
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Logan, the thing is, just to clarify, there are a couple different people handling different sessions over here. So
okay,
while I don't have full insight into this one, I'll definitely reach out to my colleagues who are running this particular webinar and check into it as to why there has been an issue with the recording. Thank you for
okay,
pointing it out. I'll
okay,
definitely connect with them, and you can. I'd also suggest you reach me one to one. So I
okay,
also have your contact, and I can give you
okay,
an update on the same. Right?
okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
No worries. No worries.
okay. Happy weekend, sir.
Yep, you too, you too.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everyone. I think we've already gone a little bit above our scheduled time. So I hope you guys continue to have a good weekend wherever you are situated around the globe, and hope to see you next week. Uh, yep. Thank you, Leela. You too. All right, everyone. Thank you so much.